I think I'm live. Hello. Am I live? I think I'm live. It says I'm live. We'll assume I'm live. It's Friday. There's no Chinwag because Z and Bex are having a well-deserved night off. I don't know what they're doing. It's none of my business what they're doing. But I was waiting for the Chinwag to start. And it's not going to start. So here I am. I am in my pyjamas. It has to be said. I am in my pyjamas and I have just eaten a sandwich. So we could all end up regretting me having my sandwich in a minute if I get windy pops. 44 windy pops, really. I can see in my chat I have JJ, Missy Moo, Stephen Bennett, Victoria B, Narrowboat Trev, T. Suzanne Davies, and Katie Jarvis. Hello, everybody. Kath Palmer, Scooby Shaggy. Good Lord, everybody's running in. Saz guest, Deborah Stevens, who's apparently not at work. Hi, Deborah Stevens. Hello, everybody. Not a new hairdo. Who just said that? JJ said new hairdo. Not a new hairdo, but I have actually washed it and straightened it today, so it's down for a change. Instead of scrape back. BCP's in and says hi, Z. Just kidding. Hi, Carla. Saz guest, Carla, do you also say holly pops? I do say holly pops. I say windy pops and holly pops because apparently I'm 5. Kim Kelly, Natalie Resells. Oh, a ka-ching. You shouldn't have been too deafened by that because I am not filming, screening, filming, chatting to you from my phone. I am actually doing it through the webcam on the PC. I don't know what that does to the sound quality for you guys. If it's rubbish, I'm sorry. But I cannot find my tripod, which I blame Mrs. M for. She's plainly stolen it when she went home the other day, because the last time I remember seeing it is when she and I went live. So, yeah. Karen's in. Karen, you've got a new name. Karen sells clothes. Got sick of the no crust, just more, I take it. Sazga says, shaking my head. Is that about the is that about the holly pops? Whoa! I'm 44. Perhaps I'm having a second childhood. Deb Stevens says, when are you free? I'll come over. As in after this, I'll be free after I come offline, basically. Kath says, sounds very good and clear. That's nice to know. Thank you, Kath. Anne Hamilton, Carrie, and Falling on a Bruise, which is Andrea. Why do I still do that? Why do I still have to decide whether Falling on a Bruise is Phoebe or Andrea? Claire Border says, I'm the right way. Let's put some on the webcam. Dogs. BCP, it does not say kiss my arse. It just says kiss me. It's not an invitation. It's a basic instruction, which is why I only wear it when I'm alive. Oh, Brian Electronic Firing Squad says, wait till I go to hospital to do a live stream. Nice, real nice. I didn't know I was going to do a live stream. I've been sitting here this evening waiting for Zahir and Beck's Chat to come Chinwag to come on, and it didn't come on. And then I posted and asked whether there was going to be one, and everybody else knew except me, because I'm behind the times, that there wasn't going to be one tonight. So yeah. So here I am. I'm just going to bop up a couple of mods, because, you know, you can never have too many mods, particularly if you're a fat, ugly person, which I've been told many times by trolls that I am. So Paul Mosley, Andrea's in. Hi, Andrea. Clauncher, hi. That's a new name I haven't seen before. Sue's Parza Shameson says she was bored editing listings. Have I missed anyone? I'm sorry if I've missed anyone. Deb Stevens, not this Sunday, love. No, it's completely spoken for this Sunday, I'm afraid. Sorry. I won't be home until maybe like 8 p.m, maybe later. Don't know. Lainey Ray, Will Higgs. I hope I haven't missed anybody, but if I have, hello. Karen says, oh no, not more responsibility. Nick didn't know either. Yeah, we're all admiring your new name, Karen. Did you get it on eBay? Apparently, it's only a rumour. It's between you and me. Apparently, some people list things on eBay and other people buy them. Yeah, I know. It was news to me too, because nobody's buying them off me. That ka-ching was the first ka-ching I've had today, and the only reason I got that ka-ching was because I accepted an offer that I would normally have declined, because I haven't sold anything today. Natalie Resells has got 44 listings going up. I've done 30 drafts today and 10 yesterday that I haven't photoed yet. So tomorrow morning it will be 40 photographs, and those 40 lists will be going up. No, Nick, it doesn't. It just says me. Karen saying, when does that happen? When does what happen? No moaning about clothing hauls. When does that happen? Was that a whole sentence? I have no clothing haul to show. No, I have no haul. I've been nowhere. I've done nothing. Been out today. Mama 5 sons. Hi. What have I done today? Had a lie-in. Never have a lie-in. Well, I got up and had a shower at like dawn this morning, and then I got back into bed. I am the right way round, Missy Moo. I'm on the webcam instead of listening on my phone. Yes, so I got up, had a shower, then got back into bed on a lazy morning watching The Pioneer Woman, because I like watching cookery programs, even though I don't do any bloody cookery anymore. And then Natalie and I went out for lunch, and we unexpectedly met up with a friend I haven't seen for a while, so we had a mutual lunch with them, and then we went for a drink. Well, they had a drink, I had a Coke. And then I came home and did 30 drafts, because I'm a good girl. Launch, I have not listed any of Caroline's stuff yet. That's the next bag to get round to. I've gone through everything that I bought at the boot sale on Saturday, 2 boot sales on Sunday, 8 charity shops on Tuesday, another charity shop yesterday, car boot sale Wednesday. So I've listed everything I bought at those. Working on it. Nick says, just listed an Octonauts bundle for £80 plus postage, and I'm just doing another one now. Boom. Nice. Nice. I don't recognise kids' toys. I watch Sue. I watch you, Sue, when you're doing your hauls, and I'm like, I presume once you've done a few, you begin to recognise them, and perhaps having either children or grandchildren of the current era helps. But my kids are grown up. I don't have grandkids yet, and I wouldn't know one kid's toy from another. So sometimes I look at those bags of toys and I think perhaps there's money in this, and perhaps it's all, nothing. So Sib K's in and says, Friday night takeover, see what I did there. I promise I won't be here every Friday night at this time. It was just that I was bored. I was waiting for the Chinwag. When I realised it wasn't going to be one, I thought I'd come on and show you my pyjamas. That's it. Andrew Fieldhouse, hiya. Peter Ray, RJ, Claire Borden, I've said hello to you already. I'm sure I have. Do I list as I go, or do I have piles of shame? Bit of both. I try to list as I go. I have a rule that it can't go up to the loft and be put away until it's listed. What that means is a lot of it either lurks around here, so you'll see there's a picnic basket waiting to be listed. There's a big basket of mugs behind that that's been hanging around a long time. There's some stuff in the cupboard. Some of it's broken and needs dealing with, but some of it gets put in the cupboard. So I do have some piles of shame, but mostly I try to list as I buy. So I don't know if I've missed anyone. I'm sorry if I have. Carrie's on 4 sales so far today, but it's been a very slow week. It's been a horribly slow week. I don't know what eBay have done. They must have done something. Everybody's saying the same thing, that they can't see any views on their items and that they've got no sales. Frida Baxter's in. Hi, Frida. Karen, what are you bethering on about, love? Graph? Am I confused? Is it just me? Karen says, people buying, when does that happen? I've had 2 returns, one I had from Italy, debating whether to just refund. If it's in Italy and if it's not very much money and if it's going to be too much hassle to get it back, I would just refund and go and kick the cat or something. Don't really kick the cat. Did me and Caroline get my challenge items? That was what Mum and 5 Sons wanted. We did not. We went up to the car boot on Wednesday at Gloucester. It was disappointing. As we pulled in, it looked really huge, and we were like, oh, excellent, it's a big car boot, because I was kind of expecting it to be a small naff one just because it was a Wednesday, but it's actually really big. However, it is certainly more of a flea market than what I look for in a car boot sale. There were a lot of not quite antiques, but kind of old junk traders is the best way I can put it. I don't mean to be, I'm sure lots of people like old and retro and vintage stuff, but that's not what I sell. Lots of China ceramics, boxes of old tat that I don't really want to rummage through. And I would say out of the whole 2.5 fields of people, there were maybe 2 stores that were what I look for, which is amateur car booters, people who are having a clear out. So we didn't get our challenge stuff. I wasn't feeling it. I got a few bits on what I've got I'm disappointed with. So although we had a nice time and we had breakfast, and it's always lovely to be with Caroline, it wasn't the car boot we were hoping it would be. Tyler Heron's in says, I'm bored too, but I should be working. RJ says, eBay's been dead, but Amazon's been awesome. Lisa Fenn's popped in at some point. I can see somebody saying hello to her. I missed that. There we go. Zahir always shows his graphs. I wouldn't know how to begin. Would not know where to find my graphs, Anne. No. And plus, the sales figures on eBay are bunkum. They're complete tosh. They show, for example, if I have a £40 item listed and I have best offer on it and I sell it for 20 plus £10 postage, the eBay graph will show that I've had £50 sales that day. Well, I haven't. I've had £20 sales that day. So I ignore them. Not only that, but they're not set to the same time zone as we're in, so they're not correct for that day anyway. I ignore them completely. I know what I've sold. If I've got any money, I've sold some stuff. So I don't have any graphs. Yeah, £7 plus postage. I would just refund, to be honest. I don't know what happens if you refund when it's global shipping. I don't know what happens about the other bit of their postage. Perhaps eBay refund that. Not sure. Nick says 9 orders today, totaling £150 on eBay. Where's my ban button? Mel's in from Sparrow's End. Hi, Mel. And the dogs are going mental again. Excuse me. Boys! Kai, come here. Come here. Shut up. Yeah, Suzanne's had a very quiet week. Lisa Finn says, hello, Carla, my lover. I've definitely lost some of the chat. Yeah, Peter, I only went live because I realised that Z and Bex weren't doing a live stream tonight. I haven't fixed my webcam. It was never broken. I just don't normally use it because I don't like the picture quality and the sound quality. Get your graphs out for the chat. No, I'm not doing it. And yeah, Sib says I didn't know the eBay graph was that off. It really is. It's not accurate at all. It annoys me. I like accurate figures. RJ's only going to one boot fair every 2 weeks. Don't need to get stock for eBay, to be honest. Sam's in. Hi, Sam. Wasn't global shipping where it's at about a tenner. Yeah, to be honest, Karen, for the amount of hassle of getting it back from overseas and from Italy, which is a really odd place, you know, I would just refund it. Kath Palmer says, refunds on GSP. I had one recently. You refund what you were paid and the buyer applies to eBay for the rest, the international postage. I would have thought so. Lisa Fan, yes, I'm sorry, I've got burping now. I've got the house on one of those turntables that you use when you cake decorate, and I'm just spinning it for every video now. It's just rotating. Bumblebee says, that's how I speak to my husband. Shut up. Mel sold a dress for £70 a few days ago, literally keeping all things crossed. Nice, Mel. 14 days. I don't want to burst your bubble, but eBay will give them 30 days. So your 14 days will be pretty much meaningless. eBay do what the hell they want. I don't know why they let us set our own returns period, because they will override it quite happily. Will Higgs says, town centre car boot tomorrow. Chances are no A. Chances are no A. Did you run out of letters on your keyboard? My webcam's better than Karen's. It's a fairly new desktop. Chances are no amateurs, as the pros get in early doors and fill it up. I guess you've got that problem if it's restricted spaces. I like amateur car booters. I think we all do. I've got to get my fringe cut. I think we all like those people who are just clearing out and don't want to take it home. That's what I like. Their prices are better. One thing Carol and I definitely noticed was that people weren't willing to budge on their prices at this Gloucester one. They were plainly the people who come back week after week after week, and they didn't care if they had to take it home and bring it back next week. Whereas your amateur people say, you can have it for £1, I don't want to take it home. Yes, Sam's just said, Carlo, I owe you a big thank you. The Max Mara dress set sold yesterday for £145. Caroline told me. We were really pleased for you. I'm really glad about that. And yeah, glad that you took our advice and bumped the price up. Max Mara's nice. I had a lovely Max Mara coat just before Christmas that I got loads on. Brian says, the blasted nurse made me turn off the video while she was doing my IV. I have 2 arms, girl. Perhaps she didn't want to be so distracted by your awesomeness. That'll be it. My awesomeness. That nurse came in and went, oh, there's that woman's awesome. Turn her off. That's what happened. Or something. Elaine is also wondering what it says under kiss. It says, me. It just says kiss me. I'm going to start wearing, I'll just pull it up there, look, and then everybody will know when they come in. Everybody's asked. Hair in my eyes now. So, Brian, you said they've taken you in for fluids. Are you not drinking enough? Because if so, that's hilarious. Not hilarious that you've gone into hospital, but if you're in hospital because you're not drinking enough, I'll find it hilarious. Because of your ranting at me about how I don't hydrate myself properly. So yeah, please tell me it's because you didn't drink enough. Please tell me that. RJ says, big car show this Sunday. Looking forward to getting away from it for a day. There is Volksfest near us as well this weekend. Volkswagen show, which is very popular. And normally it buggers up my Sunday car boot because they have it at the same place, but it seems to have moved. It seems to be over at Long Ashton instead of Easter Compton, which will probably annoy my Easter Compton farmer because he will have lost the rental on it. I'm just chatting rubbish now. Kim Kelly says, I also like clearance vans in general, and especially the ones that are new at it. Mel says IKEA's got a 365-day returns policy. I didn't know that. I knew that Shoe has, or is it Office? Either Office or Shoe have a 365-day returns, which I find is very odd. Apparently they have to be on warm. Brian says he's drinking plenty, but then he would say that, wouldn't he? BCP says hi, Stu Andrew. Z's shaved his beard off again. Not all of it, only some of it's gone. And Stu Andrew says looks like he's wearing a different shirt too. Ironically, the IV is Pepsi Max. I wish I could get that. Can I get one of those? Can I get Pepsi Max on a drip? Carrie, did I enjoy Babacoon Bay? I did. It was a nice day. I had to take my parents down there. My parents want to go away for one night to celebrate their 40th wedding anniversary. They want to go to Devon. My mother wanted to go down and recce a hotel first rather than just book one online. She doesn't trust the internet. Apparently it's full of lies and liars. So we went down so that she could recce a hotel. Very luckily, she liked the first one we went into, so she's booked that. Going to take her back down 6th of July, and I'm going to stay with Caroline because not far from where Caroline lives. So yeah, so that was why I was in Devon. That was why I was in Babacoon. I put up a lovely picture on Instagram. It's beautiful, really beautiful view. And it was a really nice warm day, and yeah, it was lovely. Thoroughly enjoyed myself. Apart from the 2 hours drive there to be there for an hour and then drive back for 2 hours. That was a bit of a drag. Karen's daughter is performing at a church summer fete tomorrow. I hope to find things at the bric-a-brac stall. There ought to be loads of summer fates around and around now, and I'm not seeing them. I'm not seeing the signs. Don't know why. BCP says Stu Mandrew better be nice to Carla. We might get barred. I'm already banning Nick for having sales. Duffercat one's in. Hi, and Jill Williams and Ads. Hi, Ads. I was just starting. Oh God, that dog. Just starting to watch your sales video when I decided to do this instead. So I will watch your sales video later. Charlotte's in. Everybody's in. Why are you all not out doing Friday night things? Are you not Friday night people? Are you not all young? Should you not be all out drinking alcopops and dancing the night away? I don't sound at all ancient and decrepit talking like that, do I? Shouldn't you be down the discotheque with your young man? Oh dear. Charlotte, I misread that, Charlotte. Charlotte's put, it's a bit of a shock seeing you live, very happy. I misread it. I thought it said, bit of a shock seeing you live and happy, as if I'm normally like miserable bitch. Yeah, parents will be going on the Cliff Railway, Lee, so I will be dropping parents off and going to see Caroline. But yeah, if we're around, Carrie, we'll definitely get together for a cup of tea. It's only 3 o'clock where Duffercat one is. I'm not sure where you are, Duffercat, but I did not call you a son of a bitch. Brian's saying I called him an SOB earlier when he said he had sales. He was messaging me and he was boasting about his sales because he's got a very swollen head. And I put sob as in I'm sobbing. And I forgot that he's a Yank and they something just flew past. It's a feather. And that they talk funny over there. And he thought I was calling him a son of a bitch. Peter Ray's got loads of videos to catch up on because he's been slacking. Portugal just scored. Sure you would all like to know. I think I need Portugal to win the World Cup. I think I need Portugal or Germany. I know I've got Germany. I've got 2 draws in the sweepstake, and I think one of them is Portugal. So if Portugal could keep it up, that'd be great. Missy Moo's having the night off. Karen's not out dancing because she's not young. Karen says, because I ain't young, I've got quite depressed photographing clothing today, reminiscing on fashion and labels. Ad says he should be out dancing. Seb's going to Friday night dinner. I like Friday night dinner. Duffcat one's in Florida and now it's raining really hard. Sorry about that. I didn't know you had rain there. I thought it was something you didn't allow. Laney Ray says, why is it that my children never speak to me all day and then one rang me and the other is twerking in my eye line? I need help. Nick's on the Alcapops and Dad dancing later. Don't tell Andrea. Andrea was in a minute ago, Nick, so you might have just blown your own cover. Charlotte normally would be in work. See, it's very interesting about why you're all out, or not out dancing, rather. Ads and no sales. I've had, like I said, just had 1 sale just now, and only because I accepted an offer that I wouldn't normally have accepted. I normally would have declined it at the price it was, but I'm so desperate to sell something. I might sell the dogs. Gloria says, am I late to the party? Only slightly. Jason's in. Gloria and Jason have arrived together. I'm not starting rumours, but Gloria and Jason have arrived together. Andrea says, my 17-year-old son's walking around with a bra on. Someone tell him to bog off and give me peace. He's called Shay. Bog off, Shay. Take your bra off and go and it's Friday night. It's pajamas and no bra time. Although I put my bra back on for this, just for the sake of having something in the eye line, really, rather than around the ankles. Oh, it smells as children's booze, blue, green, all the pretty colours. Brian's showing off. He says they have dinner 7 days a week there. Yeah, but you don't eat it on proper plates, do you, love? We had this conversation this morning. You don't know how to use cutlery. You don't eat on proper plates. I'm sorry. To all other Americans, if I sit here and slate the US, it's purely to dig at Brian. It's not to dig at the rest of you. I do apologise. Andrea's still with us. Everybody's having takeaway. I had a roll with ham and cheese in it. It was lovely. It was a diet. In fairness, I had Pizza Hut buffet for lunch, not for breakfast. Oh dear. Phoebe's in. Hi, Phoebe. Pete's sub to 95 channels. I'm sub to about 12, I think. And even that I can't keep up with. RJ, I don't have any hobbies, really. I read, I watch a bit of TV, and I eBay. And that's about all I have time for. And I eat out a lot. That's one of my hobbies, eating out a lot. Phoebe, I need another pair of those jeans. Remind me to order another pair of those jeans if you've got any left. I had a brilliant pair of jeans from Phoebe. If you're fat and you want jeans, Phoebe's got some lovely ones. Cropped. Really fantastic. Evans. Buy them. She's Fin Fashion Plus. You'll find her if you Google her or on Facebook. Peter's got 50 videos waiting. I've only got about 5 in my backed up. I don't watch, this is going to sound horrible, I don't watch everything that everyone puts out. So, for example, I really like Margaret Texas Gal Treasures, but I don't do merch. So when she does a merch video, I don't bother watching that because it doesn't apply to me. So that cuts down on some of it. Thank you, Jennifer. It was washed and straightened this morning, and the conditioner I'm using seems to be working well. Although if I put my head down, you can see the grey stripes, so perhaps I won't put my head down. Karen's on the cider. Claire King's in, hi. And Ads has finally sold something. Hooray! I'd quite like to sell something else before bedtime. 20 quid sales for a day is a bit poor. Thanks, Lisa. I'll give you a shout, love. I've got hiccups and burpees and burpee pops and windy pops and no hollybobs. Yeah, Karen's changed her name. We mentioned that earlier, didn't we? That Karen's decided not to be No Crafts anymore. So I have no news, really. I had a really nice time with Caroline. We went out on the Tuesday afternoon. She did my hoovering. I don't know if you may have seen that if you're on Instagram. I was in the market for a new Hoover. Caroline recommended the one she'd got, so I ordered it. So I saved it when it arrived in the morning. I saved it for when she arrived so that she could show me how to work the damn thing, put it together and all the rest of it, which she then stood there and hoovered my rug. I'd already hoovered it. It had been hoovered on the Monday night. The rug on my floor before anybody comes in with this. It had been hoovered. Brian says he only watches the first 30 seconds of everyone's videos. It saves a ton of time. Bear with me. Kai! You are doing my Sweden. Shut up. Stupid mutt. So yeah, put the Hoover together, and then Caroline hoovered the front room rug. Now it had been done on a Monday night. It had been done again on Tuesday morning before Caroline arrived, because we have a long-haired cat and 2 dogs, and they just molt and make a mess all the time. The amount of crap that came out of that rug, I wanted to hide under the sofa. It was so embarrassing. Oh, thank you. Frida Baxter's just I have to remember to call it Super Chat and not Snapchat. I always call it Snapchat. Frida's just Super Chatted 1.99. Thank you very much. Apparently I'm cheering her up. Bless you, Frida. Sibs is off to eat. If you get Sib has just finished Ramadan, and he's off to eat to make up for the last 29 days. That's going to be one hell of a meal. Enjoy that, mate. Enjoy. Catch up with you later. So yeah, the crap that came out of this rug, and I'm there and I'm sitting on the saying to Karen, it's been done. Honestly, it was done this morning. Honestly, it was done last night and this morning. Honestly, we do Hoover. Honestly, it was embarrassing. Karen, it's the Dyson motor stick, V7 motor head stick thing, very light. It's over here. I brought it upstairs so I can hoover and I didn't. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far, and it's got some good old suction on it. So yeah, Caroline arrived. She did the hoovering, as you do when you go to visit somebody else. Then we went over to Kingswood, which is an area of Bristol I very, very rarely go to. And I don't know why, because there are like 8 or 9 charity shops, and they're quite good ones. And I never go over there. Don't know why. So we went over there. We did all the charity shops. I was half dead by the time we'd finished. It was quite warm Tuesday as well. I was half dead. And then we came back. we did a quick live stream, and then we went out to TGI Fridays. Sasga says, Caroline, doing your hoovering is my favourite pick of the week. Yeah, we went to TGI Fridays for dinner, which was rubbish, and I ended up complaining about the meal. So that was 2 fights in one day because I had a scrap with an old lady in the charity shop earlier on. Not an actual physical scrap. But yeah, I ended up complaining about the meal, which I'm very good at complaining because I do it smiley but firm. And we got nearly 50% off the meal, so that was good. And Leah's popped in to tell us that she's got no battery and she'll be back in a minute. I had a fax, Karen, and it just didn't do the job. It's just not oomphy enough. And then we got up at crack of dawn. We came back. Well, no, we went to Asda. By then, Caroline was a little cheerful because she'd had a couple of glasses of wine. She had her balloon. I put a picture up on the Facebook group of Caroline with her balloon, and she went waving that round Asda, quite happy. And then we came home and chatted for a bit and went to bed. And then we got up at the crack of dawn the next morning, went to the car boot sale. Then we went to Asda for breakfast. Then we came back and Caroline went home. It was great. We had a really nice time. I've got a message. Got a message from Iceland. They want me to pick a delivery time. I'm telling you, I'm so popular. Great. Decettle tea. That's a difficult one to say. When I'm not drunk. Hi. What did I get at TGI's? I had the Warrior burger, and it just wasn't. It was, the outside was charred, the inside was dry and tasteless. The chips were cold. It was just not. It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't great, and it wasn't particularly cheap. So. Lisa Fenn's got 3 stories in her house and a Hoover on each floor. You're very posh. What was the scrap in the charity shop? We did mention it in the live stream. It wasn't. I missed all the good suck jokes. Yes, Andrea, all of them. It wasn't a physical fight. It was just there was an old lady, an older lady. No, my handbag, I put my handbag over my shoulder and it does stick out quite a bit. So when she bumped into my handbag, I just assumed that I was in the way and I turned around and apologised in a good English way. And in a couple of minutes, she bumped into Caroline and Caroline apologised. And then further up the shop, she bumped into another older lady. Or rather, they kind of brushed into each other at that point. So they were coming in opposite directions. The lady brushed against her. And the lady said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And the older lady, the bumpy lady, turned around and said, "Yes, well, you should take more care." And the lady said, I said, "Sorry." She said, "Yes, well, I'm old and I'm unsteady and you could have really hurt me barging into me like that." And the lady said, "I didn't barge into you and I have said sorry. There's not more I can do." "Well, you shouldn't be so rude." And she said, "Well, I've said sorry." And of course, she then walked off, but this lady was then chuntering and not bothering to chunter quietly about people are rude and if you're old, you're invisible and I'm not going to be invisible. It's not okay to barge into people. She could have knocked me off my feet. I nearly fell over and I'm unsteady. And then, at which point this lady then piped back up, "I've got MS. I had a heart attack last year. I'm not that steady on my feet and I'm 65 and I said sorry." Well, of course, she goes off on one and I'm sat there thinking she did say sorry. She did. And it wasn't necessarily her fault anyway. And she did apologise. And then she carried on chuntering, and the other lady was getting quite sort of distressed. And then she said, "I buried my mum a year ago today." And I was like, "Oh God, there's going to be." And then they just, "Well, you could have apologised." And I said, "She did." But this is the point I piped up. She did apologise. She said sorry. But Caroline came over and kind of oiked me out of the shop. I did not. Right, I've missed a load of the chat now telling my shit story. Leah's come back. She's obviously sorted her battery. It's my pyjama top, Leah. Yeah, Jennifer, it's a cordless Hoover. I'm loving it. I'm loving the fact that it's got no cord. I'm easily pleased. Caroline's in. Hi, Caroline. Celtic Traders, Caroline. Gal said 64. Hi, Carla. Half time at the football, so just popping in. Sorry I missed Caroline. I would have waved a flag as she came past the old grow. Who's winning at the football, Gal said? Because I think I've got Portugal in the sweepstake. We were saying this earlier. Definitely have a look at Phoebe's stuff. She's got some really good jeans, Lainey. I don't know if I've missed anything else. I've missed Brian slating my character. Brian said Carla shoulder slammed a pensioner for getting to a Mickey Mouse mug before her. Don't let her fool you. That's what I did. I shoulder slammed her, and then when she fell over, I beat her to death with an old pair of Clark's unstructured shoes. That's what I did. And I'm going to get Nick Hills in, and he can steal her shoes off her feet and sell a torn Monopoly board. Because that's what we like as resellers. That's why you can't trust people on the internet. Mel's shouting Leah. There we go. Lex is not in shouting. Mind you, but Lex has a social life. Lex is probably very drunk by now. Excuse Excuse me a minute. I'm actually choking to death on nothing. I don't know what happened there. I actually don't know what happened. Sorry. I could expire live on air. Would any of you rush and save me? No, there's no knocking on the door. Gashead 64 is less than half a mile away, and he's not here trying to save my life. Portugal 2-1 up. Keep it up, Portugal. Unless I haven't got you this week taken, in which case don't bother. RJ's off. Goodbye. Nick says, "Did I hear my name? What have I done now?" Just being a dodgy reseller, Nick. Just being a dodgy reseller and taking the shoes off pensioners' feet. Excuse me. Dust? There's no dust in my house. I've got a new Hoover. Plenty of dust in my house. Stu Mandry says, "I used to be a cage fighter. I won all 5 of my fights. Those parrots never knew what hit them." Celtic Trader says, "We'd get 500 quid off Jeremy Beadle if I coughed to death on screen." Thanks, Caroline. Thank you. I feel loved. I'm feeling the love. Oh, look how dodgy that heart is. How'd you do it? You do that, don't you? So old. I tried doing that funny dance. You know that I can't do that either. Oh, Lainey, I didn't think about the lymphedema. Yeah, it's the ghost of that old woman coming back to choke you. Dave Rowland shouting "Morning Bex." I don't know if he's talking to me, but I tell you what, if he thinks I'm Bex, then he's got a funny opinion of what shape Bex is. Bless her. Peter Ray says, "I had a mini story in my latest video about clearing out a charity shop of over 100 World Cup 2018 card sheets and made the lady behind the counter count them all because I couldn't be arsed." I bet you were popular. I'm not sure how long it takes to recharge. I know I get 30 minutes before it's flat. But I don't tend to want to hoover again 30 minutes later. You need to ask Caroline. Ask Caroline on Instagram. She'll know. Nick says he did not steal old man's shoes. Well, you would say that, wouldn't you? Caroline's been doing jewellery hauls, and Gasset's going to bring me a spoonful of honey. I'm loving the idea of you walking up Knoll Lane and then down Penn Park with this spoonful of honey, like doing an egg and spoon race. It's fine, Gasset. It's fine, Peter. Gasset lives down the road from me. He's okay. You can put that back up, mate. He's fine. Put him back up. Let him in. You've shut him out now, Peter. He's fine. He's all right. I don't quite know how you let someone back in. I think we may have just banned Gasset for no reason. Dave Rowland says, "I can't hoover too much with my handheld dice and don't know where the charger is yet again." Yeah, so I'm sorry, I got lost in the chat. And I've lost the plot completely. So yeah, I had a nice time with Caroline. She went home Wednesday, took the parents out shopping yesterday, and then today ended up going out, and I did 10 drafts last night and I've done 30 this evening. So tomorrow morning they will go up. I was really excited about this, and when I got home it's not as exciting as I thought it would be. I did, Dave, I just shut down for a moment there. When I saw this, I was like, ooh, it's H&M, but it's H&M Loves Coachella collection. You see that? And I was like, ooh, Coachella. I saw the name. I was like, oh, Coachella, I'll buy that. And I bought it, and I brought it home, and it sells for about £3.50. And I paid about £4.99. So that was great. Dave Rowland needs to get drafty. More beans, mate. That should do it. Carrie hates hoovering. But yeah, I've had a good week sourcing. I've done a lot more sourcing than I have drafting this week, an awful lot more. So I've had to catch up on it a bit. Caroline's messaging me. She might pop in. I don't know what she's doing. She has a life on a Friday night. There we go. Leah wants to go to a boot sale. There must be one near you somewhere. Everywhere has boot sales, surely. Apart from Turkey, because I tried, didn't have that. Maria's on a buying ban, no boot sales. Chrissy's joined us. What does my weekend hold? No plans for tomorrow. There is a car boot on a Saturday, as I've said before, as I've been to before. But no plans. No plans to go there tomorrow, really. I'll go to the usual ones on Sunday. I'm out tomorrow night, and then I'm out Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, so quite a busy weekend. There may not be a live stream Sunday morning. Depends on what time I get home. Warning you now, may not be a live stream after the car boot's out. It depends on whether I have time or not. If there is not, I apologise, but here I am now. Isn't this lovely? Mel's watching Gardener's World because she knows how to live. Ryan's in PJ Friday. Peter Ray's got to do an unpaid item not paid case. An unpaid item not paid. An unopened item not paid. Yeah, that was about 18 words in there, mate. An unpaid item case. Set it up for automatic eBay. Oh, God. Now I'm doing it. Set up eBay's unpaid item assistant, Peter, and it'll open them for you and close them for you automatically and relist the item automatically as well. Who had a ka-ching? I didn't have a ka-ching. Did you have a ka-ching, Leah? Leah's showing off with a ka-ching. Brian's off his scan. Okay. Bye, Brian. Hope it goes well. Stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. Claire King says, no way, Carl. I cook my breakfast to Sunday's live. What happens if I go on too long? Do you just burn it or what? Andrew needs to build a chicken house for stupid chicken that has hidden her eggs and has hatched 2 babies. Oh, baby chickens. That's like 2 dinners. Leah sold a monsoon cardi and the dogs are off again. So, please be quiet. This is the worst of the summer. You have to have the windows. Stop it! You have to have the windows open because otherwise you melt. And then they hear dogs barking 4 streets away, and before you know it, it's like the flipping 101 Dalmatians doing the twilight barking everywhere with these 2 hollering out the window and all the other neighbours' dogs hollering back. Somebody buy something off Mel. Ryan, send Mel an offer. You're good at those. Ryan sent me like a 3p offer once. It was brilliant. Shut up! You are not funny. Nobody needs to hear your opinion. Enough. He's now looking at me all wounded, all kind of like, oh, you don't love me. I don't love you when you're shouting. It annoys me. Shut up. Yes, I'm filming on the webcam, Maria, so I'm the right way around. Claire King says if I run too late, she eats her breakfast. Seems reasonable. Jennifer H says, Carlo and Ryan, so much flanter in these live chats. Flirty banter. Flanter sounds odd, doesn't it? Flanter. Where did I saw Ryan wander in. Did he wander back out again? Has he got clothes on? It's true, Andrew. Is she shouting at her dog or her husband? There's no husband here. I'm definitely shouting at the dog. And yes, it did go down something like that in the charity shop, Will. Something like that. Leah says, I hate it when there's no videos to watch. I have them on in the background when I work, and I've been working so hard this week. I always have people on chatting away in the background. Sometimes it distracts you because you're listening and then you have to click to see what it is they're showing, you know. But Sans Guess has had a ka-ching. There's ka-chings all around apart from me. Ryan's in deep, apparently, but I don't know who he's in deep to. Probably shouldn't ask. Could be anyone, couldn't it? So, it's getting dark as well. Should I put the light on? Does that make any difference? Am I now bathed in a golden glow instead of sitting here in the gloom? I'm going to hoover my bedroom with my new hoover because that's how I roll on a Friday night. I'm going to hoover my bedroom. Then I'm going to get into bed at probably something like 8:20 on a Friday night. It's very exciting, this. I bet you're glad you tuned in. I bet you were all sitting around thinking, I wonder what Carla does on a Friday night. And the answer is sod all. I normally list, it has to be said. I normally list, but I did all my listing slightly earlier. I normally list with the Chinwag on in the background. Stop it, Lisa. Don't encourage him, love. Don't encourage him. There's a massive fly in here. Dog's not doing anything. Don't know why I keep these dogs. They don't do a thing. Joni Kramer's just arrived. I'm just about to pop off, darling. Anyway, I'm not doing a cleaning video. You know why? Because there's an awful lot of bending down in those videos. If I bend down forward, then people can see down my front. And if I bend down backwards, then I eclipse the sun. So Jason Entwistle, so yes, my room is the right way round. Are you getting IKEA units, Leah? How many are you getting? They're really good. You get loads in there. You were saying the other day, weren't you? Sorry. Head like a sieve. Which sizes are you getting? And are you getting them from IKEA, or did you buy them on eBay and get a bargain? I bought most of mine on eBay. They're quite handy because you can pick them up collection only from people who, you know, don't want to ship them, obviously, and get a real bargain. God, that fly's massive. Why is there always an enormous fly when I'm doing a live stream? There's a massive fly tanking around the place. This one's got bigger shoes than I have. Maria Clark says, I need more IKEA units. Mine are all full. Yes, you can get them on eBay second-hand, Leah, and you know, local collection. Definitely. Right, Saz is off for a tea. I'm off to do my hoovering. I don't know, what's everybody else going to do? Come on, people, what are you doing with the rest of your Friday night? Everyone's round to Ryan's to see who he's in deep with. Could be Lex. We haven't found Lex yet. And they're local-ish. Yeah, Mel says I filled my spare room with IKEA units. It's become my eBay pit. Gloria One says same time next week, Carla. No, I'm afraid not, because normally Zahir and Bex are doing their Friday night show, and I'm only here because they're not. I'm only here because I was sitting up waiting to watch them. Sitting them up. I was sitting up until 7 p.m. waiting to watch them, and then they weren't on. So yeah, so I thought I'd come on instead. Phoebe's had a ka-ching, only the second one of the day. She's watching the footy with Darren. Andrew's waiting for a curry to cook. Jennifer's doing a 10-minute workout. Ugh. I mean, not that you were doing it, just at the idea of a workout. Stu Andrew's off for the footy. Jodie Kramer is ironing. Lisa's saying hi to Dev Stevens. Dev's off to work, of course she is, yeah. Kim Kelly's going to IKEA tomorrow for a kitchen sink. I bet you end up with everything and the kitchen sink. Carrie got football and wine planned. Oh, Doctor Who on iPlayer. Karen's off to bed. Caroline's just joined us just as we're leaving. Yeah, Caroline, just going, love. I don't know if Corey's on. I don't watch Corey. I haven't watched any of the soaps for years. I don't watch anything that you have to keep up with. Anything that you won't have any idea what's going on if you miss one, you know? Because I always miss stuff. I told them all about our couple of days, Caroline, when you were here. I've bored them all to tears. Scooby Shaggy says Corey's on now. Dirty Den died. Yes, Leslie Grantham died today, didn't he? Which, without meaning to sound horrible, he was quite an old chap, wasn't he? He must have been around a while because he was a fully grown adult when I was a kid. And I'm bloody old. We did have fun, Caroline. Sue wants to know if Caroline sold all of my stuff yet. I haven't even started listing Caroline's. I've got to be honest. I haven't brought it upstairs. That might be where my tripod is. Maybe Caroline hasn't stolen it after all. I might have chucked it in the bag with the stuff that Caroline brought over. I maligned Caroline's character, accusing her of stealing my tripod. She wasn't even here. She doesn't even know about it. I've done better than Caroline. Hers is still in the car. Mine didn't go to the car, otherwise that's where it would be. Yes, Peter, yes. Put the auto assist on the unpaid item. Like I said, it will do it now on all of them. You will never have to open a case again. It will open them all for you, close them automatically. You can set the days on it to when you want them to open and close. So mine is set to the bare minimum. You have to pay as soon as you bloody can, otherwise I get cross. It was 71. That's not a bad age. I suppose it's not. It's 70 years and 10, like the Bible says you're meant to have, although it's not a great age, is it? I've gone off piece. Sorry, Peter. I was saying you can set them in the bare minimum and make people pay up quickly, and you'll never have to worry about opening and closing it. And like I said, it relists the item afterwards, so that's good as well. The only thing you need to be careful of is if it's a multiple item listing. Say you originally had 3, and this is the last one, and they don't pay on that last one. When it relists it, it will relist it as 3. So you need to remember that if it's a multiple listing. Spain have scored. Are they playing Portugal? Make them stop. Nick says, oh, ka-ching, ban me now. I'm very tempted to ban anybody who's selling stuff. I'm not selling stuff. Very tempted to hit the ban on all of it. Deb's off to work. Bye, Deb. People are talking about Love Island, which I don't watch, so I have no idea what that's all about. I don't even know who the people are, what they're doing. I take it they're just getting off with each other. Is that the general idea? They get off with each other, I presume? Live on TV? So it's like Big Brother without all the boring stuff. But I don't watch it. So, yeah, go to bed, basically. I'm going to hoover my room with my new hoover. Somebody asked Caroline, what's the recharge time on the hoover? And I said that you'd know, on the Dyson. I can't remember who it was that asked. It was bloke. Might have been Dave Rowland. Who was it who asked? Whoever it was might have gone. Dev Stevens says, I've got France in the sweepstakes at work, so I've got a good chance of winning. You said goodbye a minute ago. She's a crafty one. She says goodbye and then stays. Alsatic, hi, we're just about to go, love. Ryan says Love Island. I call that Barry Island. And Bumcrap Pickers accusing Peter of buying games off of Nick during the show so that Nick gets a lot of ka-chings. Couple of hours to recharge. Whoever it was who wanted to know. Caroline says it's a couple of hours to recharge the Dyson. Caroline's watching 2 live streams concurrently. I don't know how people do that. How do you listen to 2 people at once? It would confuse me no end. Right. Nick says, I'd watch Love Island if they had weapons and it was a fight to the death. Otherwise, nope. I'm going. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been nice to have a chat with you on a Friday night. Very unusual. Very unexpected. But it's been lovely to have a bit of a yabber. If you're watching one on mute, why are you watching a live stream on mute? On mute. On mute. Mute being the little things that swim around in ponds. Not me, obviously. No. I haven't really. I'm not talking to anyone about it. I'm going because the dog's about to kick off again. Thanks all for tuning in. Everybody have a lovely weekend. Might see you Sunday, might not. Don't hold your breath. Take care, everybody. Bye.